Mr. Smith.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you
yeah,
too.
I'm glad you were able to meet with me today.
Absolutely. Well, I love the renovations you've done with the place. When did you get those up and running?
You know what? We just got these done 2 months ago. It's
Really?
been great. It's been part of our kind of rebranding a little bit. We just we've been new, but we're just trying to keep making sure we're new. We want to be fresh with the people, so it's been great.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for squeezing me in your day. I know you got a busy day. My plan's to be the highlight of your day.
I hope it can be.
Absolutely. Nothing beats a great steakhouse. That's one of my favorite things. What's like your favorite item on your guys' menu?
Oh, it's got to be the prime rib. Oh, the center cut of the prime rib it's been my favorite meal since I was this big. So that's why I opened this place. So I love it.
Absolutely. And the best part about a prime rib is cutting into it. Those first couple of bites are obviously the big juicy bites. How do your customers, how do you like your cutler used for that?
I've been a little bit disappointed with what we've had so far.
Mm-hmm.
We were kind of sold on something, I think, right at the start when we just opened, and I think we kind of got lied to a little bit. The durability just hasn't been there like we wanted to, and I think it's affected our customers a little bit. So that's why I was really excited to hear, kind of about your product. I've heard a lot of great things, and so I'd love to learn a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my goal is, to definitely demonstrate my product, show you its benefits, and, hopefully become a business partner with you. So, what are some of your interests? What do you like to do?
Big basketball guy. I love the NBA, college basketball, just about everything.
Playoffs starting up. It's always exciting.
I know, and it glues me to the TV, which is bad. Got a lot of work to do, so I've always been doing that. But, I like to watch the Nuggets play. I like to watch that. I like to play, get outside, try a couple different things, maybe get some camping in every once in a while.
Oh, so. Camping? Yeah, I just went down to Moab actually last weekend.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love it over there.
Beautiful trails and everything else. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, so if you want to just jump right into this demo, I'd love just to show you kind of what I got to offer you.
Let's do it.
So, Mr. Smith, I just got done talking with Dave, and he said you really appreciate high quality products that offer you a lot of value. Is that true?
Oh yeah, me and Dave go way back. We've been friends for a long time. Even before we both kind of got into this kind of restaurant thing. His Italian restaurant down on the south side. But I do really value high quality product. I think that's something that gets customers to keep coming back in. And I think it's something that leaves a big mark in their brain when they think about a restaurant. I think that's something that's really important.
Absolutely. Well, Cutco, not only has that potential to, save you money down the road, but our steak knives are guaranteed to be the sharpest knives you're ever going to use. And you get a full money-back refund if it's something you not like, so you always have that added benefit of just putting it off if you don't like it.
Wonderful. My question for you is just real quick, just before we jump too far into this, what makes it guaranteed to be so sharp?
Well, we have a lot of cool, unique features and products. I'm actually going to tell you in a little bit, so don't get ahead of yourself.
All right.
We'll
cool.
get to the good
Perfect.
stuff. Well, just so I know, kind of describe to me, just the ideal dining experience for your guests.
That's a great question. It's really another big reason I opened a restaurant. I love going out Fridays and Saturday nights. I like to go out and kind of go on the town, try different places and stuff. So for me, an ideal restaurant experience is really just getting a chance to enjoy the ambiance of the place, having a quality product, having food that you're going to remember. I feel like sometimes we get caught up in our meals and they don't always stick out in our brains. And something you can walk back into work on Monday and say, I had this steak, it was just the perfect cut of steak. It tasted perfectly. Everything like that is something that is really important. It's that quality thing that I think really sticks out.
Absolutely. Quality is what makes people come back for more. So do you feel like your restaurant's operating, at max capacity right now?
I think we've done a lot of great things, being in our first year, about to be in our second year, we've done a lot of great things. I think we're off to a much better start than I ever could have planned us being on. But there is a lot of room for improvement, obviously. And I would say that regardless, but I'm pretty hard on myself as it is. And I think that, there is a lot of room for improvement and we could be operating at a higher capacity.
Definitely will. My goal today is, just to find out some of the needs for your restaurant. And then I want to help you find solutions to those needs. And then hopefully, at the end, earn your business if I do my job right.
Perfect.
So if you were to order today, just to give me a rough estimate, how many steak knives would you be looking at getting?
I think we have 6 to 8 chefs working in the back at any time, so they probably need a handful of about 6. And then, we've got I'd like to put one on every table. A good steak knife is really important. At least one on every table. So I would say anywhere from 100 to 150 steak knives is something we'd be needing. Just probably in a different arrangement of various sizes.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, are you the one in charge of all the purchasing decisions, or do you have other managers that you talk to and consult before that? Or
I currently am the owner and the CEO, COO. I kind of do it all, as well as try to enjoy a good experience on Friday and Saturday nights. But so I'd be the owner, purchasing decision. There's nobody else we need to really worry about from that kind of aspect.
Now, just to give me some more logistical numbers, if you were operating at max capacity, say you have a full restaurant, how many guests would be in your restaurant?
Oh, I think we put on a good nights we put anywhere from 200 to 400 people in and out of the door. From about 6 o'clock at night to 10 o'clock at night, and that's a nice night for us. So that's perfect for us.
Absolutely. And then, what's necessarily your budget for cutlery? Is it something that you kind of want to invest in if you found the one that was going to suit you long term, or?
We've been off to such a hot start lately that we have been trying to invest in some of those quality things and trying to revamp that image. Like we talked about those renovations earlier. So yeah, the budget's really not an issue. It's pretty high, and I'm trying to change kind of the cutlery right now. So I'm looking for the best I can get. So I'm not as worried about the price thing.
Perfect. Well, then you're definitely in the right state of mind to buy cutlery from us. So just for me to summarize, so what you're saying is, you're looking for some kitchen cutlery that's going to be affordable. That's going to be reliable and durable, something that's going to last longer than your more typical knives. And then you also want something that's just a better guest dining experience, so something that's a little bit sharper.
Oh, yeah, I agree. That's perfect. That's exactly the summary of something I'm looking for.
Perfect. So, like, if you found a company, though, that was willing to back up their knives, with a warranty, even just a little bit, help drive down that cost over the years, would that be something you're interested in?
Oh, it's something that's one of the biggest buying decisions we're looking at right now. So I agree completely.
Perfect. Well, the cool thing about Cutco is that it does come with a lifetime guarantee, which pretty much covers anything as far as damages go. It also comes with free sharpening, so whenever your knives do need sharpening over the years just because of use, we have free sharpening service, which is going to save you hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, if you're in it for the long haul.
The one question I have for you, just like my little objection I have here is, how sound am I in knowing that you're going to be around here for the lifetime of my my business? How much of a warranty is that?
I agree. Well, Cutco's been around since the early 1940s, so we have about 80 years we've been in the business. We're one of the top rated just customer services out there. We stand behind our guarantee fully. I've never met someone, I have a lot of testimonials, I've never met someone who's been dissatisfied with our products.
Perfect, wonderful. That's really awesome.
Perfect. So how do you feel about just your current steak knives? Just quick synopsis, if you had a.
To be honest with you, they feel like something I buy at Walmart. And they look really nice. I think they do a really good job aesthetically pleasing. I think that might have been something that caught my eye because I'm big on that. But they're just a little flimsy for my liking, especially the ones we put in front of the customers, which is kind of dissatisfying to me, and it's something I'd like to change.
Well, do you think your customers are getting the best experience then, or do you think they can tell this is some cheaper material that you're
using?
I
mean, I know they're still getting a really good experience and probably the best experience we can offer other than that. So I think it's somewhere we can improve and probably add to the quality.
Absolutely. So what if there was a product that was that was way sharper than all of your competition, and it has been proven to increase customer satisfaction? You'd be kind of interested in that?
I'd be extremely interested in that.
Well, perfect. That's what Cutco has to offer. It's a reliable knife, and basically what I want to do is just kind of replace all your other knives with it. Once you get Cutco in your kitchen, it's going to be the last purchase you ever have to make because of our guarantee. Do you think your customers would enjoy the dining experience more if they had Cutco?
Oh, yeah. I think it would. It's just another place we can improve on and become a better company.
Perfect. So do you think that, having a knife that would be guaranteed forever would save you money in the long run?
Oh, yeah. I think so, for sure, obviously. That's why we'll be having this conversation.
Absolutely. So what percentage of your customers, eat something that requires a knife?
I'd say, it's got to be close to 80%. Being a steakhouse, most of the things we put in front of them are usually slabs of meat, so they don't exactly just pick it up with a fork and start biting into it. So yeah, I'd say it's about 80% of the food they eat.
Perfect. And then from that, is there any indication about, do you know how many of them maybe have a good experience with their knives, or?
I don't hear a whole lot of complaints. I know that I do occasionally ask. I hear the complaint about, can we get a sharper knife? Can we get a different knife? Something like that. But in general, occasionally I'll sit down and do it myself and eat the meal here, see something like that, and ask people what their experience was. And I'm always hearing, I could use a little bit better knife. I can feel it when I'm cutting the meat. I don't want them to have to deal with that, especially, older people or even younger people. So.
Absolutely. No. Now, would it help you knowing that your customers, are having that love their dining experience?
Right. I mean, obviously, I'd love to hear, this is just amazing. This is the best place I've been to. So if I could just hear that every single time, I wouldn't have any issues, right? So, yeah,
absolutely. Well, here, I want to go ahead and just explain to you some, the benefits of Cutco, really what makes us different. So I want to go ahead and give you Cutco's knife. So here's our steak knife. And the first really unique feature is our exclusive double D edge, which is guaranteed to be sharper than your normal. So what I want you to do here is that I just brought a piece of paper, just a quick little rip and demo test. And this is just a regular steak knife, probably similar to the one you have. I want you to go ahead and take a nice little samurai chop. Oh, you didn't even, that was horrible. I didn't even rip it. Now go ahead and just do it one more time, just for me. Look at that.
Oh wow.
Right in the
Oh
middle.
wow.
Right down the middle.
Yeah,
Do you feel the
that's-
difference?
Oh
in
yeah,
that?
you can feel it. It's like cutting butter. You know. That was
Absolutely.
awesome.
You know, another reason, is mixed in with our high-end grade steel. So our steel is actually the same steel they use as surgical steel. So it stays sharper for longer. You're not gonna have to replace your knives as often. It's gonna be sharper, more durable for the long haul. Kind of what you were talking about. Do you think having a higher quality knife would be something you'd be interested in?
Oh, I'd be extremely interested.
Perfect. And also, we have our distinguished shiny look. It just gives it that sharp little flair to it. So, people when they pick it up, they recognize that, it's prestigious. It's something of higher quality material. But, it gets the customer excited to say the least. So, do you think, having a knife guaranteed forever would be something that would save you money in the long run?
Yeah, I think it would. Like I said, I feel like we're already having this conversation that just bought knives a year ago. So obviously we're having an issue with the current ones we have, and it's an issue for value, and it's an issue for being, keeping them around for a while. So.
Absolutely. Don't you think, messing with something durable would obviously, going to be using on a daily basis. You'd want something that, is going to be withstanding for the long haul.
Oh yeah, of course.
Perfect. So, do you think investing in a higher quality knife will pay dividends, down the road? As you're not going to have to replace it as often.
Right, I think it does. I think it improves the quality, that our customers are seeing when they come in. They know what they're going to expect. And then on top of that, it's a relationship thing, between me and you or between us and the other company, and it's a great thing to build, and it's something you can have a lot of value in.
Exactly. And the nice thing is that, not only you are benefiting it, but all your customers are also going to be benefiting from it. So, how do you feel knowing that you just have a safer, more sanitary knife in use in your kitchens for your chefs, which we're preparing the food on a daily basis?
It just gives me that peace of mind, if I do have to step out of the restaurant and go do something else, I'm not have to be worried about that or having to worry about, a health and safety officer showing up to my door the next morning, So it is a nice peace of mind to have.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, Mr. Smith, you need to do what's best for your restaurant, and I believe, having Cutco's knives in that restaurant is going to give you that distinct advantage. So do you want to make, the investment in your future that's going to pay dividends down the road?
Yeah, I think we should. Let's do it.
Absolutely. So, with Cutco, you're not only getting, a strong, durable, American-made knife that, that's safe and sanitary, you're not going to have to worry about down the road, especially with our exclusive Double D Edge. It's going to be sharper than all the other knives you have. And it's all backed by our lifetime guarantee. So it's, one of those things you don't have to worry about, Once you buy these knives, you're not going to be thinking about, knives down the road or making, additional investments into your cutlery. So, you like the product?
I love it.
Perfect. And you think that, it's better than the knives you had?
Completely.
And you think that your customers, would like it too?
I think they'll love it.
Sweet, man. So would you like to go ahead and just place an order and get your knives, as early as next week?
Let's get it going.
Sweet. Well,
Awesome.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you
We'll
so much.
get the order written up for you. And then just so you know, the knives will be arriving, 1 to 2 weeks. And then I'll call you in a couple of weeks, once you get the knives, just to make sure, you got your exact order. I'll also give you my contact information. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, the only way, I can keep doing my job, though, Mr. Smith, is just, keep meeting nice people like you. I'm not necessarily looking for people who you think would buy necessarily, but, I just want to meet nice people like you, willing to take a look at my product. So, while I'm writing this order up, if you could just jot down, 5, 15 people that you think would be nice enough just to sit down with me, it'd really help me out. I really appreciate it. And, thank you very much.
Wonderful. I'll get right to it.
Awesome. Thank
Thanks.
you again, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, thank you.